God's plan always been to live among his creation. In the beginning, he created a garden where he came to dwell with Adam and Eve. Genesis 3:8 says, "Then the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord God as he was walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and they hid from the Lord God among the trees of the garden." They hid because of sin, and ultimately, they got expelled from the garden and the presence of God. Many years later, God, after calling Abraham and his lineage and freeing his people from Egypt, once again came to live among his people in the tabernacle. In Exodus 40:34 it says, "Then the cloud covered the tent of the meeting, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle." And later he filled the first temple as he was dedicated by Solomon. But again, because of the people's disobedience, God sent judgment. And he says in Ezekiel 10:18, "Then the glory of the Lord departed from over the threshold of the temple and stopped above the cherubim." And he never returned. Not even after the finishing of the second temple, after the people returned from Babylon. But that's not the end. There is still an expectation of God living among his people forever. As we read in Zechariah 2, verse 10, "Shout and be glad, daughter of Zion, for I am coming, and I will live among you, declares the Lord." As we prepare our hearts for Christmas this Advent, meditate on Psalm 84 and think about God's presence in our lives and the blessing of looking forward to dwelling in his presence forever.